Okay. Hey, the Cowboys, Micah Parsons deal, the news. I know that a lot of people been right at the fence of this, and Parsons going to be here. His contract deal is pretty much done. Just need to have the signature. Now, granted, there are some classical pushbacks from the national media and also local Dallas media. Now, I do have Jane Slater says, while there are chatter on Twitter about Michael Parsons' contract extension being finalized, she checked, and not only is it not done, but they just got into meaningful talks, meaning that basically two sources confirmed for her. I would say this, though. When you start to think about contracts in general, there's two sides to every party. There may be one party that say, yeah, we like this contract. We like what's about to happen. Let's go ahead and get this deal done. And then they say, hey, did you get the deal done? And then he would say, yes, we got the deal done. But on the other side, there's the agent that's only talking to the media or their intel or personal people that they know. They're saying, no, this deal is not where we want it to be at. Now, Parsons, when I put out that post saying he's a real one, is the fact that, yes, in principle, the foundation of the contract is pretty much done. In principle, he is saying that I want to take a little less so that we can bring in the best, basically, meaning that I don't need to have the $45 million contract. I don't need to have the 42 or the 41. I need to have a contract within reason so that we can get the best player for the season. That just all rhymes for your mind. So when you start thinking about Michael Parsons and what his contract might look like, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, it could look like just below Myles Garrett, and with how you going to get the numbers and the guarantees and all of that. Well, you can stretch out a contract. Instead of it being 3 years or right at 4 years or more, then you can stretch it out by using this right here. Hey, put more guarantees in the money. I'm not worried about the APY. I just need the guarantees. And basically that's where the foundation may be at. The Cowboys, they don't like Michael Parsons. They love him. They think that he's a well household name for this organization and franchise, and he will be able to excel if they put more and more pieces around him. Now, granted, by the Cowboys being this close of getting the deal done when it's ink on paper is phenomenal. Now, granted, I will say this. When you look at everything, as relates to the Dallas Cowboys and how you move forward with Micah Parsons, with all what he brings to the table, you then say to yourself, if we write at $40 million, right, $44 million, talking about our cap numbers, well, this deal sweeten the pot. This deal at least bring in additional $10 to $11 million. Well, what you gonna do with that money? That's the conundrum. Just because you went and made that deal and got less money, now it's time for the Cowboys to do something with it. And we ain't talking about scraping the bottom of the barrels, because we seen earlier this week that was announced that CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott was willing to point out, hey, let's go bring this guy in or let's go bring that guy in, and they still refuse. So let's see if Michael Parsons got an ear to the Joneses, or not an ear to the Joneses. Let's see if he got away with the Joneses to woo them a little bit. I want you woo them a little bit so that they can go out there and get someone else to add to Parsons. Just like I truly believe Aaron Donald was one of the most furious, the most dominant players on the defensive side of the coin, right? And it took the damn near Avengers for him to win the Super Bowl. So if Aaron Donald need help, I come here to tell y'all beautiful people that's watching. The ugly ones, y'all can just turn away. But I'm talking to the beautiful people that's watching right now, that subscribe to the nation and also support the nation. What you think Micah Parsons need, right? We need more and more pieces, more and more weapons. We need other playmakers, someone that can win their one-on-one, someone that can push back that pocket. You know, I'm talking about a big boy. Just like when you frying that bologna and it rise up, no, we need somebody to slice the edges so they can push that pocket back, you know, so it won't rise and all of this stuff. We need playmakers additional to Micah Parsons. Shout out to Deron Bland, but we need some other help on the other side of the DB room. Shout out to Marshawn Nealon, but can he really get the numbers and the sacks when it's necessary? I know Fowler going to do his, but we need more and more weapons, more and more pieces in order for us to get to where we want to go. And that's how I look at it. So shout out to my guy T-Pars, you know, that's TP. He did a great job of putting that information out there as far as Micah Parsons' contract. And basically, in short, not to call out all of the numbers and stuff like that, is that in theory, the foundation of the contract is already completed. In theory. So, and if he's a man of his words, you can see him being a man of his words, and that's all that matter, and that is TP. He's a man of his words, of what Micah Parsons said that he wanted out of this contract. So look for a contract, if I'm a betting man, something that's a little north of what CD Lamb got, and something that's a little south of what Myles Garrett is getting. So as a non-quarterback, highest paid list, you might as well put Micah Parsons in it. But look for a contract that can solidify the future for him, and get ready to buy number 11 jerseys, because he's going to be here for at least another 5 years. That's been my time, Cowboy Nation. I really appreciate you all for yours. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. DC for life, not for short. And for the first time, or probably the third or fourth time, new media is ahead of old media in the 3-letter and the 4-letter network. How about them apples, huh? Damn! Let's get it. Come on with it.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, Spartans! I am.
Come on with it. We out. Peace.